Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0141 indicates a malfunction in the heater circuit of the secondary heated oxygen sensor, HO2S, known as Sensor 2, in the Honda Civic models from 2016 to 2021. The HO2S plays a crucial role in monitoring the oxygen levels in the exhaust gases, which helps the engine control module, ECM, maintain optimal air-fuel ratios for efficient engine performance and reduced emissions. The heater circuit is essential as it allows the sensor to reach operating temperature quickly, enabling accurate measurements. This DTC falls under the powertrain category where it corresponds to the fuel injection system. If this heater circuit fails, you may experience issues like poor fuel economy or increased emissions, as the engine may not run smoothly without an accurate reading from the sensor. Upon detecting this DTC, it is important to follow appropriate troubleshooting steps as outlined in the repair manual. This ensures a systematic approach to identifying and resolving the issue. An effective diagnosis not only addresses this code, but also maintains the vehicle's emission system integrity, promoting a cleaner environment. The DTC P0141 specifically pertains to problems within the secondary heated oxygen sensor, or Sensor 2, located beneath the vehicle, typically after the catalytic converter in the exhaust system. This component is responsible for monitoring the level of oxygen in the exhaust gases and relaying that information to the engine control module, ECM. The heater circuit in this sensor is vital as it warms up the sensor element quickly to provide accurate feedback to the ECM. If this circuit fails, it could lead to incorrect readings, which directly impacts engine performance, fuel efficiency, and emissions. The location of the sensor is crucial for position-sensitive diagnostics. Proper engagement and connection to the wiring harness and exhaust system also play a role in the functionality of this sensor. By identifying its location and understanding its function, technicians can better navigate the troubleshooting process for DTC P0141. There are several potential causes for the DTC P0141, and understanding each is key to accurate diagnosis. One possible cause is shorted wires within the wiring harness that connects the sensor to the powertrain control module, PCM. Damaged insulation can lead to unintended electrical contacts. Another common issue is a blown fuse, specifically the number B21 10-amp fuse located in the under-dash fuse relay box. If this fuse is faulty, the heater circuit will indeed malfunction, leading to the DTC being set. Lastly, the secondary HO2S itself could be defective. Issues with the internal heater or other components of the sensor can trigger the DTC. Therefore, careful inspection of these areas is important. Each cause must be investigated systematically, as failing to resolve any one of these can lead to recurring issues with the DTC P0141. The symptoms associated with DTC P0141 can significantly impact vehicle performance and may become progressively worse over time. Incomplete combustion may occur because the engine relies on accurate readings from the secondary HO2S to adjust the air-fuel mixture. If the signal is erroneous, it could lead to an overly rich or lean mixture, resulting in poor engine performance. Additionally, motorists may notice decreased fuel efficiency as the engine compensates for inaccurate data from the sensor. This can lead to increased fuel consumption and higher costs at the gas station. Furthermore, increased emissions may occur as the vehicle struggles to optimize the combustion process. This could contribute to potential failing of emissions tests, which is often required for vehicle registration renewal. Therefore, recognizing these symptoms early on can help prevent further complications and ensure proper functionality of the vehicle's emission system. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0141 is to confirm the presence of the code. Begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode, but do not start the engine. Once in this mode, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear any stored DTCs. Following this, start the engine and allow it to idle. This process ensures that if any faults are present, they can be identified in real time. After idling, recheck for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS. If DTC P0141 returns, it confirms the failure for this particular issue. Conversely, if the DTC does not reappear, this may suggest an intermittent issue, prompting the technician to check connections for the secondary HO2S and the PCM. Verification at this stage is crucial for establishing a clear path for subsequent steps in troubleshooting. In the second troubleshooting step for DTC P0141, you should begin by turning the vehicle to the off or lock mode. This allows for safe inspection of electrical components. Next, examine the specific fuse number B2110A, located in the underdash fuse relay box. A blown fuse in this circuit would indicate a short in the IG1 ACG IG1 SO2 wire, which is essential for the proper functioning of the secondary HO2S heater circuit. If the fuse is intact, it suggests that there is no short along this wire, allowing the next steps to focus on testing the sensor and its internal circuits. Conversely, if the fuse is indeed blown, it indicates that repairs to the wiring between the secondary HO2S and the number B21 fuse are necessary, along with replacing the fuse itself. For the third troubleshooting step in diagnosing DTC P0141, you will need to disconnect the secondary HO2S 4P connector. This step is essential for conducting accurate resistance measurements, free from interference. After disconnecting the connector, measure the resistance between test points 1 and 2 at the sensor side. It is crucial to perform this resistance check when the vehicle is off and in lock mode. The ideal resistance range should be between 4.2 and 6.0 ohms at room temperature. If the resistance reading falls within this specified range, it indicates that the heater circuit is functioning properly, allowing the technician to proceed to the next step. However, if the resistance reading is outside of this range, it signifies that the secondary HO2S is faulty and requires replacement. This step is vital for isolating the root cause of the DTC. In the fourth step of troubleshooting DTC P0141, evaluate the internal circuit of the secondary HO2S. First, ensure that the vehicle remains in the off or lock mode and that the 4P connector is still disconnected. At this point, check for continuity between test points 1 and 2, which are the pins corresponding to the sensor side of the 4P connector. Connecting to body ground on one end allows for verifying circuit integrity. If you find continuity between the two test points, it indicates that the internal wiring within the secondary HO2S is intact. As a result, the next logical step is to replace the secondary HO2S. If, however, there is no continuity, you can proceed to investigate further for any shorts or wiring issues before moving on to the next steps in the troubleshooting sequence. For the fifth step of troubleshooting DTC P0141, you will start by jumping the SCS line with the HDS and allow for more than 1 minute of wait time to ensure proper functionality of the connection. Following this, disconnect the PCM connector A, which is a 50-pin connector that communicates with the engine control system. Next, measure the continuity between test points 1 and 2, keeping the vehicle in off mode. One test point will be at PCM connector A, pin 4, while the other will connect to body ground. If continuity is present, this indicates that there is a short in the SO2HT wire running between the PCM and secondary HO2S sensor. Repairing this short circuit is critical to resolving the DTC P0141 effectively. If there is no continuity, it suggests that the SO2HT wire is intact, allowing for further testing in subsequent steps. In the 6th step of troubleshooting for DTC P0141, you must assess whether there is continuity within the SO2HT line. To do this, check for continuity between test points 1 and 2 while keeping the vehicle in off mode and with both the secondary HO2S 4P connector and PCM connector A disconnected. Test point 1 should be at the secondary HO2S sensor 2 4P connector number 3, whereas test point 2 will be at the PCN connector number 4. If continuity is confirmed at this stage, it indicates that the SO2HT wire is functioning properly, allowing you to proceed to the next troubleshooting step. If continuity is absent, this reveals an open in the SO2HT wire, meaning that repairs are necessary between the PCM and the secondary HO2S sensor. Identifying open circuits promptly is essential for preventing further issues down the line. The final troubleshooting step for DTC P0141 involves measuring the voltage of the IG1 ACG IG1 SO2 line. First, turn the vehicle to the on mode while ensuring that both the secondary HO2S sensor 2 4P connector and PCM connector A are disconnected. Using a multimeter, measure the voltage between test points 1 and 2. Test point 1 will be the pin number 4 from the 4P connector, and test point 2 will connect to body ground. If battery voltage is present, it indicates that the IG1 ACG IG1 SO2 wire is functioning correctly, allowing for diagnostic verification of any additional faults. At this point, it's advisable to consult any authorized service information related to the DTCs or symptoms being troubleshot. If the issue persists after substituting a known good PCM and the DTC clears, it would necessitate replacing the original PCM. Conversely, if no battery voltage is detected, then an open circuit in the IG1 ACG IG1 SO2 wire needs to be repaired between the sensor and fuse number B21. After completing the necessary repairs for DTC P0141, it is crucial to engage in a final repair verification process. Start this phase by rechecking for DTCs using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This will confirm whether the fault has been successfully resolved. If DTC P0141 or related codes appear again, it may indicate unresolved issues that require further investigation. Assuming all checks are clear, conducting a test drive is important to assess the vehicle's performance under real-world conditions. During the test drive, monitor for any signs of returning symptoms or check engine light activation. Ensuring the vehicle runs smoothly and without recurrence of the original fault solidifies that effective resolution has been achieved, affording both the technician and owner peace of mind. Preventive maintenance is essential in avoiding the future recurrence of DTC P0141 and ensuring the long-term functionality of the secondary HO2S system. Regular inspections of the exhaust system and associated wiring can help identify any damaged insulation that may lead to shorts or open circuits. Emphasizing proper maintenance routines, such as cleaning and securing all electrical connections, minimizes the risk of poor connectivity that can trigger faults. Additionally, periodic checks of the vehicle's fuses, particularly in circuits tied to the HO2S, will catch issues before they result in DTCs. As part of a comprehensive vehicle maintenance strategy, utilizing high-quality replacement parts whenever repairs are necessary will also play a role in enhancing reliability. By remaining proactive, vehicle owners can significantly lower the risk of encountering issues related to the heater circuit of the secondary HO2S. The troubleshooting process for DTC P0141 emphasizes the importance of a systematic approach in diagnosing and resolving issues with the secondary HO2S heater circuit in Honda Civics from 2016 to 2021. Each step not only helps identify faults, but also provides insight into maintaining the integrity of the vehicle's emission system. Recognizing symptoms early and addressing potential causes is key to ensuring optimal engine performance, greater fuel efficiency, and compliance with emission standards. Effective verification of repairs, followed by preventive maintenance practices, can extend the life of the vehicle and reduce the likelihood of recurring issues. By adhering to these guidelines, technicians will be better equipped to maintain vehicle reliability and performance, while consumers benefit from a smoother and more efficient driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.